Welcome to New Beginnings inside the Refugee Struggle. I'm Nitin Balaji, and today we're looking at a moment that many people assume brings closure, but often it's just the beginning of a new kind of struggle. When the war ends, when headlines go quiet, when the world turns its attention to elsewhere, what happens next for the millions of refugees who are forced to flee? The reality is complex. For many refugees, the end of the war doesn't mean they get to go home. It means they are faced with an impossible choice: return to a country they may no longer recognize, or rebuild their lives in a place they never choose. This isn't a story with a simple ending. It's a story of return without stability or resettlement without belonging. It's a story that continues long after the last bomb falls. Let's start with the idea of returning. Peace agreements or political transitions don't erase years of destruction. Homes are often gone, communities are fragmented, and infrastructure are destroyed. For some, the same dangers that forced them to flee, like political persecution or ethnic violence, still linger. Even when governments say it's safe to return, many refugees know the truth. The village may be standing, but the people who once made it home are missing. The fear may not be loud anymore, but it's still there. Returning also comes with legal and practical challenges. Refugees may have lost their land documents, their citizenship, or any form ID tying them to their home. They may return to find their land taken, their property occupied, or their rights even denied. In some cases, entire communities are prevented from returning at all. And what about the children who were born in exile? Kids who grew up in refugee camps or faraway cities, have never walked those streets or spoken the language. For them, home is more of a memory than a place. Asking them to return, it's like asking them to start over in a place that doesn't feel like theirs. So some choose not to return, they choose to rebuild. But rebuilding isn't easy. It can be just as difficult. Refugees who stay in host countries often face years or decades of uncertainty. They struggle to gain legal status, to find work, to access healthcare and education. Even after years of living in one place, they are still treated like temporary outsiders. In some countries, refugees are not allowed to work legally. Without that right, they are pushed into unsafe, low-paying jobs. They live with the fear of being arrested or deported. They raise children in overcrowded camps or neglected neighborhoods. They build lives, but their efforts often go unseen. And still, they stay, not because it's easy, but because it's the only option that offers a future. For many refugees, rebuilding is a powerful act of resilience. It means starting again from nothing. It means learning a new language, finding a job, enrolling your kids in school, and holding on to the hope that maybe, just maybe, this new life will not be taken away too. So what now? Peace doesn't always bring people home. Returning isn't always possible, and staying isn't always welcomed. Refugees need more than a place to survive. They need real choices and support to act on them. Returning doesn't always mean healing, and rebuilding doesn't always mean freedom. But when refugees are given a choice, they can reclaim their lives. Thank you for listening to New Beginnings inside the Refugee Struggle. Until next time, stay informed, stay compassionate, and remember, every voice, including yours, has the power to make a difference.